Lesson 106, linear equations. So we know the standard form of an equation of a straight line is ax plus by plus c equals 0. And we know we can reformat that to give us our slope-intercept, which is y equals mx plus b. We know we can rearrange that a little bit, and we get this, and then this tells us how to find our first point, our y-intercept point, and then from there we can look at slope and we can draw our line by finding the next point, correct? What if we are not given the formula or the equation in order to do our line? What if we don't know the slope? Well, we could graph it. What if we don't have a graph? What if all we have are the points? Can we work it backwards from the points? Yes, we can, and I'll show you how. Let me erase these for you. So we need to have this format, right? Y equals mx plus b, to draw a line and to get numerous points to continue drawing the line. So we have got to find, first of all, our slope. And we've already discussed, we know how to find slope. We know that slope is defined as m equals the change in y over the change in x, right? So if we are given 2 points, let's say we have 4 and 2, and then we have -5, -3. Those are our 2 points. We can find the change in y and the change in x. We just have to make sure we keep these points in the right order. So we can say, let's say this is point 1 and this is point 2. We'll say that the y value of point 1 minus the y value of point 2 over the x value of point 1 minus the x value of point 2. Okay, that's going to equal 5/9, right? So now we can put that in to our equation. Y equals 5/9x plus b. But now how are we going to get b? We don't know how to get that y-intercept point yet. Well, it's kind of already given to us, or at least our substitute values are given to us. Each one of these coordinate points gives us the x and the y. So we can take these points and drop them into our equation and solve for b. So in the first point's case, we can put in 2 for y and 4 for x. And then we're able to solve for b. Okay? You see where I did that? I took that and dropped it in. And now we're only left with this b variable, and we can solve for that because everything else is coefficients or whole numbers. All right, so let's go ahead and calculate here. So let's say 2 equals 5 times 4 is 20, so it's 20/9 plus b. So now we need to get 20/9 over here, and we need to make this a fraction over 9 as well. So 2 times 9 is 18, so 18/9. And then we're going to subtract 20/9 from both sides. So it's going to be minus 20/9. And that's going to equal b. So 18 minus 20 is -2/9. I don't know why I'm writing sideways. Equals b. Well, now we know what b is. So now we can just drop b in. So y equals 5/9x minus 2/9. That's our answer. How easy was that? A simple drop in of our x and y value, and then we can calculate. Well, what if we had chosen this other point? Would it still be accurate? the answer, the short answer is yes. The long answer is let me show you. Okay, so let's drop in -3 for y and -5 for x, right? All right, so -3 equals -25 over 9. -3 times 9 is going to be -27 over 9. And if we add 25 over 9 to both sides, then we're left with a -2 over 9 equals b, which is the same thing we got when we used the first point. So this is still correct. So if you want to try it with both points just to check your math, that's a good idea. Go for it. But we can get back to this slope-intercept format with just having these 2 points. Step 1, find slope. Step 2, use a point and sub x and y. And then 3, solve for b. Then finally, sub b in your y equals mx plus b. All right, those are your steps, 4 easy peasy steps, and I know you can do it. And we're going to prove that by doing 106.1. All right. Actually, we just did 106.1, so let's do 106.2. How about that? I'm going to let you guys do this one all by yourselves. We are given the points 4. I'm sorry, I can't write. 4 and -2, and -3 and 4. First thing to do is check and make sure that it is a function by making sure that the points are different, right? 4 and -3 are your 2 different x values, and they each have a point. So you're good to go with that. So now you can do the calculation for slope. So pause the video, find slope, and then press play. And through the magic of video, we have slope figured out. -2 minus 4 is -6. 4 plus 3 is 7. So y equals -6 over 7 x plus b. And if that is what you got for slope, congratulations, you're on the right track. You know what you're doing. So again, pause, pick a point, and solve for b, and then write out your slope-intercept format or formula, including b. All right, go ahead and do that. Pause the video. And voila, through the magic of video, we now see that y equals -6 over 7x plus 10 over 7. And that is our slope-intercept format. And we can now graph the line really easily. We can also calculate future points based on this. All right, so let us move on to 106.3. All right, so in this instance, we have the points 4 and 3, and 4 and -3. What is the first thing you notice about those 2 points? Both of the x's are 4. So what does that mean? that means that x equals 4. If all the points are the same for x, then this is going to be a vertical line, correct? Because on our graph, if 1, 2, 3, 4, if x is both -3 and 1, 2, 3, +3, then we have a vertical line. Well, that's not exactly vertical. There we go. That's vertical. So we have a vertical line. So x equals 4. So the only format or formula we can draw or we can write for this line is x equals 4. So we didn't even have to do any math for this example. So pay attention to your points and see what you have. If the y's are the same, you can say y equals whatever that is. If the x's are the same, x equals whatever that is. All right, that is all I have for lesson 106. I will see you in lesson 107.